How's it, guys? I am back. We are doing a Warhammer week here. We are playing some more of the Warhammer Total War, and we are doing a 2v2 match. And this is one I actually did a while ago, but I really liked this one because it showed pretty good artillery use from the dwarves side of things, so I really kind of wanted to show you guys this. Over on this side, we're fighting against some dwarves and some brettonia of old. This is kind of an old match, so some of these, oh man, you guys see that? This is what I mean. The way this dwarf player runs up on me, it just makes him completely prone to my artillery. So I really tried taking some shots at their trebuchets first, and when I saw that this didn't work, I just went full blown on the dwarves. Because this was all good and fun. They started shooting some trebuchets at me, but I didn't realize how much that wasn't going to do. So the next volley of shots do go over here to these hammerers. And man, watch this shit. I love it. I feel like I absolutely destroyed it on the artillery game this time. And that's more so because of the fact that they were always trying to come at me in such like brick units and whatnot. So it's understandable. It happens. But regardless, you can see that they are really flying back there. I've stopped a whole second line while shooting at the first line, which is great. They've still got a ways before they make it to me. I am getting harassed by these gyrocopters over here, and they don't see this line of quarrelers or rangers that I have in the front. So they are kind of walking into some more danger still, but that's fine. A lot of the damage is going to be done with the artillery here. And then I switched the artillery over to this side because I noticed there's a much bigger grouping to start shooting at. So let's get some views on the damage here. Oh my god. That's just brutal. Absolutely demolishing them. And then my rangers start in the front here shooting at these hammerers. I knew that they were going to be the first ones to start making contact, which is why I started shooting over in other places. And at this point with the dwarf player turning, he's just in a massive chaotic brick that's just perfect for shooting artillery into. So I'm getting some pretty heavy fire in here. Their thunderers take some shots back, and their gyrocopters are up here being annoying. I think those actually, no, those are their gyrocopters. That confused me for a second. So again, this brick that they have is really not working out for them. And then we have the pretty standard dwarf box, if you will. It's not doing anything fun. They're shooting at these gyrocopters up here. Okay. Like I said, this battle was a while ago, so I'm kind of reliving it with you guys. It's pretty fun, actually. Like, I really enjoyed this one. I remember all of this artillery working out well, and I said I wanted to do a video about it, so tomorrow I'm going to be playing some Eternal Crusade, and then probably the next day some Vermintide. We're going to do a week of Warhammer here, so that's pretty exciting as well. So the dwarves are finally getting up to my line, but as they make it, they're not really like healthy enough to do anything, so I start moving my longbeards and my hammers up to intercept, and the rangers just taking shots more and more. So the rangers here should start shooting into these bricks soon. If they don't, that was my micro mistake, which does obviously happen. And then, there we go. Hammers have made contact with their longbeards with great weapons, which actually I didn't realize at the time that they had great weapons. That's actually pretty, like, shitty, but I did wind up getting a lot of my dudes over to the side here so I could get more guys in fighting. And then, of course, the Lord and Grim Iron Fist sitting in the middle here, taking some big old fat hits off everybody. Over on the Brettonia side, on their end of things, they haven't moved up at all, which in our last game that we watched, you saw that can be a problem when people don't attack at the same time. So basically, the dwarf player brought in all of his stuff over here, and a lot of it didn't wind up working. Mainly because he's the only thing I had to shoot at or worry about. So when all was said and done, basically it came down to that dwarf had to run into all of my artillery at dwarf speed, which is just the worst. No one likes doing that. So So as with earlier, our Brettonia player is just sitting over here just kind of kicking it, and he's going to start moving some of his dudes up. A lot of my core solid line is still here, and the dwarf player who was over here is now basically just obliterated. The fight moved to the middle now. So things are getting pretty close. Tensions are getting pretty high. They have 2 groups of thunderers over there, which is still pretty big. I should have taken my artillery and started smacking them into that, but again, you just have those moments where you don't necessarily see that opportunity until now. We've got Grail Knights coming in. Boom. It's a big charge from the enemy Grail Knights into those spearmen, and they're trying to get into the back of these halberdiers before they can turn, which I'd say they did pretty successfully. They've got another... Oh, that's our Brettonia player coming in with his Knights of the Realm. And really, like, this pocket that player just created with his own Grail Knights almost hurt him there, because now these Knights of the Realm came in, and they're just they're just ready to wallop. I do believe that the Grail Knights are better, and they're actually like upgraded and whatnot. So in this fight, these Knights of the Realm aren't necessarily going to win, but the spearmen piling in, it's just turning into a big mesh of people. And I've got my guys coming in, just keeping my ranged units healthy, because really that's what I focused myself on towards the late game of the fight, is the ranged units. The Longbeards are great, but you're only going to wind up with like 2 or 3 units of them if we start with like 5 by the end. So really, it's the name of the game for me was to try and keep my ranged units healthy so I could keep getting these big salvos. As you can tell, I'm doing a pretty good job of trying to keep things like group targeted. Kept the artillery going into the dwarves because they are armor piercing and whatnot, which is exactly what I wanted. And now we can start turning the focus of our thunderers and whatnot onto these spearmen that are fighting our hammers, so they can inevitably lose the game. So that was a pretty fun replay. Obviously they quit there because they knew that they were going down, but really the main showcase that I wanted to show there was the artillery. There's not a lot of games where people break up that hard, especially as like dwarves, and just run at you so you can just lob rocks into them. So I really had a lot of fun with that one. Let's see what I got as far as the 340 on the Goblobber, 122 on the cannon, 155 on one of the trebuchets, and 147 on the other grudge thrower. So I mean, really, that was where the majority of my work and my units got done, was the artillery. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. You guys doing that really supports the channel and helps us grow, which is exactly what we need right now. And Week of Warhammer, I'm excited for that. I hope you guys are too. We got some Eternal Crusade coming up tomorrow and Vermintide the next day, so stick around and I will see you guys tomorrow.